Hey!
Harley Quinn reporting for duty, sir!
And you know something else, Daddy? Mommy is just so sick and tired of wearing panties.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But no touching.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and Twitter is very upset after new information has come out, and, well, a certain spicy scene between Batman and Catwoman was cut by DC from the Harley Quinn cartoon. Now, I will say this. Harley Quinn, the cartoon, is not for kids. I'm sure kids watch it, but it is certainly not rated in that way. And this type of scene existing in that show wouldn't have been that unbelievable. Now, I know that my audience will be split on this, and that's okay. For me, it's not exactly the type of superhero content I want to consume, but hey, Rule 34 is a thing, and lots of people enjoy this more kind of, a more adult type stuff, and that's okay. There's room for all of it. But what I think is hilarious is that, the outrage on Twitter from the very same people that if you criticize, She-Ra, they're like, what, are you fapping to that cartoon? These are the same people that are like, we want our full-on adult scenes in our cartoons, bigots. I mean, you have to pick a lane, don't you? I think, both can exist, but man, Twitter be thirsty. So you see this from discussing film. DC asked the Harley Quinn team to remove a scene from season 3 in which Batman performs oral on Catwoman. They were like, no, it's not what we sell consumer toys for heroes. No, it's that we sell consumer toys for heroes. It's hard to sell a toy if Batman is also going down on somebody. Is it though? I mean, the real heroes will do that. I'm just telling you, all right? Fellas, you got to get over it and get down there and get to work because, look, it's just benefits all around. That's all I can say. Now, so you have this article, How WandaVision, the Umbrella Academy, and Harley Quinn subvert the superhero gene. Now, I know a lot of my viewers are kind of over this cape stuff, and I'm starting to get kind of bored with it as well. But you can see here, Justin Halpern and Patrick Schumacher, two of the co-creators and executive producers of DC Entertainment's HBO Max's Harley Quinn, said that they also approached the show from a different perspective. Degeneracy? I don't know, whatever. Having a strong background in writing sitcoms, the duo compares the series to the Mary Tyler Moore Show. Really? I don't think you would have seen that on the Mary Tyler Moore Show. Oh, if Mary ended a bunch of people. In Schumacher's words, as Harley, voiced by Kaylee Cuoco, and her compatriots often engage in acts of incredible meanness that feed into the show's outrageous humor. Harley Quinn is also unique among the current top crop of comic content that its main character and all of its closest allies are villains rather than heroes in the DC canon. That allows the show to do different things with the characters that heroes simply cannot do, at least according to DC. Quote, it's incredibly gratifying and free to be using characters that are considered villains because you just have so much more leeway, says Halpern. A perfect example is in the 3rd season of Harley Quinn, when we had a moment where Batman was taking care of Catwoman, we'll say, and DC was like, you can't do that. You absolutely cannot do that. They're like, heroes don't do that. So we said, are you saying heroes are just selfish lovers? They were like, no, it's that we sell consumer toys for heroes. It's hard to sell a toy if Batman is also going down on someone. Well, I get where they're coming from, giggity, but also, like, is it? I mean, this is the fine line where, the Batman that we all grew up with is put in some more spicy scenarios. I mean, You had movies like, the Christopher Nolan Batman series that were definitely brutal and showed Bruce Wayne in a different light. Do I want these kind of, spicy scenes in my cartoons? No, it's not for me, but I will defend, look, I don't watch Harley Quinn, the cartoon. I thought it was kind of cringe, but that was in the opening scene where, Harley was pushing some like weird feminism stuff. And I'm told the show is fine. Certainly I think it's odd that DC would have this stance. And if that's really what they said, which, this is obviously secondhand, it's odd. I do think it's hilarious that Twitter's losing its mind over it, though. So this is why I've seen the let Batman eat the clam tweets in the last hour. Makes sense. How exactly did you learn about this? But we're okay making him hook up with Batgirl. You all know that we need to release the oral cut. DC Comics, are you kidding? Heroes don't do that. Sign me up for Team Evil. WTF. By the way, Harley Quinn is a great show that the team should be doing whatever they want without interference. My dad and I uncomfortably watched Batman and Batgirl on a rooftop in the Killing Joke movie. But that's where they draw the line. Yeah, if you saw that in the theater, by the way, that felt unexpected as well. I don't know. I think... Here you see our last Harley book, the Black Label book, HQ, and the Birds of Prey. We were told it's adult, but no declothing. Can't use certain words. Tone down the punching and kicking with the Joker. And there are things Batman cannot do even during a dream sequence. We had fun, but it was time to move on. This is another producer. I mean, look. I don't like censorship, and that's fine. And I'm not, I'm not gonna like die on the hill over this. But is this really where DC's drawing the line? Like, they've already let so many of their superheroes. Maybe that needs to be where DC goes, like full on spice. And by the way, in terms of the comic books, it's absolutely happened numerous times. Where's the Superman and Wonder Woman scene where she feels the full power of the Superman thrust? Yeah, I get it. Now, if it was the other way around, like if Batman was going down on Joker, DC probably would have approved it. I don't know. It seems odd to draw the line here. But, Twitter, of course, being hypocritical about it, losing their mind. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's so weird. This is just modern day comics. Joel Alsterson saying, here's why heroes don't do that. You see, in fairness to DC, both Halpert and Schumacher went on to say that the company has been remarkably supportive of their series and has allowed them to push the envelope numerous times. Still, it remains to be seen if Batwoman and Catwoman will be shown in some bedroom antics in season 3, or probably simply implied via cunning linguistics. Haha, see what they did there? I don't know. This is outrageous. When they told us Batman traveled the world becoming the master of all skills, I always assumed they meant all skills. I want a version of Batman where he's actually not good at anything and explicitly just makes things worse, but he has billionaire syndrome and thinks he's a master of all skills. There is this fandom. Wait, are we supposed to believe that Catwoman hooks up with a guy who doesn't do that? I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's not of interest to me in my superhero stories. It just isn't. But everyone's ripping on DJ Khaled too, because he famously said he doesn't return the favor. I mean, look, the fact that it's even in the story is bizarre to me. The fact that you would defend, but the fact is, I mean, certainly, Batman gets down, and in my world, Batman Batman returns the favor. I'm gonna guess. Is it what I want in my superhero stories? No, that's why I don't watch the show. Some people do, and I guess good for you. I'll definitely defend. You know, if you want your Rule 34 stuff, go ahead. But that's what's trending right now. Twitter is currently upset that they can't watch Batman go down on Catwoman. That's what Twitter is upset about today. People need to go outside and touch some grass. Batman begins, but none of his ladies finish. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's not for me, but it seems weird that they would ban it. What do you think? Do you want no holes barred in the next Batman, or do you think there should be some lines? I doubt, in my opinion, that it's going to affect toy sales, at least not those kinds of toys. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.